Okay, so I've just built the Year 8 DT sites and they've been distributed to students. So I'll just walk you through best way to sort of go about this. First thing is you need to get the students to build a folder structure on their Google Drive. So first of all, if you can ask them to build a Y8DT folder, and then if they build it, right click on it, make sure they share it as anyone with people at Sharting College with a link can view. Okay, don't ask them to save it with your name or anything like that, because that means you'll get an email. Just do it as people at Sharting College with a link can view. That means that they have then shared that folder with you, and any subsequent folders or documents that go into the folder are automatically shared as well, so that's really useful. They'll need, within this folder, they'll need BeatsBag, Eames Tray and ModBlock. And then of course any presentations that they put inside will go into each of these individual folders, so it just keeps it nice and organised. Okay, we'll just go to the site now. So here we are. This is the template site. All the students have had this distributed to them. We've obviously got the individual pages that the students are using. I'll just click on BeatsBag. So we've got a standard presentation with all the individual tasks on it, etc, etc. So that's all there. You can use that as a teaching aid. Down here, if you can get the students to embed their presentation that they're working on, and also what is useful, now it says crisis management here, I've just put a dummy folder in. If you can ask them to embed their Drive folder, that'll be useful. I'll just do that now for you to show what I mean. Let me just get rid of that one. Okay, so if we just go to Insert, and then go to Drive, and go to Folder, and the folder I've just been working on here, this is the BeatsBag. So if you click on the checkbox at the side, not the folder, okay, so I'll do that, select. Then if you click on Grid, that will always give you pictures and a better view of the documents, so let's click on that, and then click Save. If I just save that now, you'll see that that's inserted the actual Drive folder, which means that any documents that the students produce are already in there, so it just gives you a double check to make sure it's nice and easy. You can find what they've done or what they haven't done. Okay, so there's a set of learning statements on here. You can get hold of that, the students can see it as well. Student embedded Google folder. I've asked on this particular page, there's a set of instructions here that the kids can follow if they wish, to insert the entire Y8DT folder in there, just embed it, and then the whole thing is in there as well. There's an example project page, so you can ask the students to go to this site if you wish, just to give a little sample of the sort of stuff that we're expecting them to do. Some example stuff there, quite useful. You can always ask them to go to any previous sites as well, so if they've got a Year 7 site, they can just add the link and put the link in there nice and easy. There is some sites help on here, so a little bit of Google tutorial stuff, create a personalised Google site, how to embed a Google document or presentation, and also if they've done something a bit crazy, go and create a Microsoft PowerPoint, how they actually upload it to Google Docs, so that's all there as well. Right, I'll just now go to the Smart page. So we are at Faculty, Technology, DT, Student Folios, so that's all there. If we just scroll down to Year 8, that's these guys, a couple of instructions and bits and pieces there. There's a link to the template there which you can use just nice and easily for teaching purposes. If the student's site has not built correctly, you'll know straight away, because when they go and look for it in their Google sites, it's called Y8DT site 2014 to 2015. When they go and look for it, if it's built, they'll click on it and it'll look like the template I've just shown you. If it doesn't look anything like that and it's black and it's just got one page, it means it hasn't built correctly, which is just sometimes Smart doesn't do that properly. All they need to do is go to the Google sites, click on Manage Site, delete site, and then go back into the Google sites and see if it's still there. If it's still there, click on it again, it'll ask for them to delete it permanently. Click on that, delete permanently. After that process of deletion, if they click on Portfolio Site Builder, all they'll have to do, they'll go to this, they'll just click on that and it'll build it for them, and that will definitely be correct. Okay, so that's how to get around that problem. how you can view portfolios, there's a little video there, but also just click on the faces. I'll just click to 8.3 and you can see and view just as normal. Okay, now the only other thing here is sometimes the student sites are not necessarily visible on here. They're all built with the same template, and the template is set to anyone with a link can view, but sometimes when they don't build it's a bit difficult. So it's worth sometimes checking with the students to make sure that they've all shared it correctly. It should be automatically shared, but it's worth checking, so just ask them to share as anyone with a link can view. Don't get them to share it with you personally, otherwise you'll end up with 300 emails and it'll fill your inbox. Okay, so that's how to view. I'll just go back again. Okay, now if you want to see any of the embedded presentations, if you click on here, it'll take you to all the presentations. Okay, you can look at any of them, you can use them as a teaching resource, you can view them, etc. in front of the students, whatever. They're all shared with you, so you've all got access as well. So I hope that's been useful, just a bit of a refresher. Thank you very much for all your help and support with this. I know the students really appreciate these portfolios and they seem to work really well with them, so thank you for supporting that.